Welcome back to high school basketball here on Country 93.1. Matt Chapkus and Jim Gorman live from MCC, and we got a dandy of a game going on thanks to John Daniels' three right there.
Yes, we got Daniels on our mind right now. Full court press by Muskegon Catholic, and everybody's in the passing lane. Mitchelson got it.
Here comes Thomas Cutts with it, and he breaks through. They find them trailer on the play, but the shot is rejected again by Campbell, but it comes to McKinley Reese. Kicks it back out for Cutts, and he's going to get called for Daniel's going to get called for a foul as Cutts took it into the lane. But what a hustle again by Kari Campbell coming back and blocking that shot by Zach James.
It was a beautiful passing underneath the basket by the Titans, and they are not trying to slow this game up. They're trying to score. Cutts with no follow through on that one.
No, quick free throw, and he missed it off the mark. One more free throw coming up with 1:23 left to go. Todd Hall's going to check in for MCC for Jesse Anderson.
Now we're going to see the two big guys together, Campbell and Hall. We'll see how they do together.
Coach Lamar Jordan making sure he gets this rebound more than anything, and it comes through and still bouncing around. And John Daniel comes away with it from Van Foss and lays it up. Laid up and laid it just off the mark, but McComb gets the rebound back and ties it up. 57 all, 1:10 left.
McCollum with a huge effort underneath there on his own miss. Got his own rebound and put it in.
Jacques drives into the lane, tried to kick it out, picked off by Daniel for MCC. He's taking it the other way to the hoop off the glass. Crusaders lead by 2. Wow.
Great steal by Daniels and all the way coast to coast.
Here comes by 2. Here comes Mitchelson for Grand River Prep to the left hand into the lane, and he traveled with it as he ran into Todd Hall. MCC gets the ball. They lead by 2 with 40.6 seconds left.
Well, the Titans are down right now, and they should be. Catholic has really had a spurt here in this fourth quarter. It's been all Muskegon Catholic. And Muskegon Catholic is feeling pretty good about themselves, but they've got to take care of the ball right now. They're going to go against the press. Here comes that triangle press, and we'll see once what the Titans can do.
Crusaders inbound the ball. Jesse Anderson gets it over for Daniel. Daniel back for Anderson. Pass is deflected, but Anderson gets it. He breaks through, kicks it off for Daniel. Thought about the three, thought better of it, and brings it back up top. 26 seconds left. The Crusaders really don't need to do anything with it. Daniel has the ball. Man, it looks like he's getting fouled. Finally, no, they're going to call a timeout by Lamar Jordan. And boy,
there's the hero right there. Coach Jordan comes through. I tell you, John Daniel was double teamed. And the ball was squirting from one hand to the other and then off a Titan. And Jordan somehow called a timeout with Muskegon Catholic in possession. I'm not even sure if he had possession.
18.6 seconds left, and the Crusaders up by 2. And they're going to try and pressure you here, Coach, but what are you drawing up for your team? Are you just trying to get the ball in and let them foul you, or are you trying to get a quick 2, or what are you doing?
Well, what you're trying to do is get that ball inbounds. You don't want to sit on it for 5 seconds, and you don't want to throw it in the backcourt either. But right now, you know that the Titans are going to be playing a tight man-to-man defense, and they're going to be trying to get in that passing lane and trying to get a steal, a deflection, and off they go. So right now it's 23-8 here in the fourth quarter, Muskegon Catholic. So it's been all Muskegon Catholic, and right now they just got to take care of the ball for 18 seconds, and they got this victory.
Titans led by 13, and now they trail by 2. Crusaders get the ball into Daniel. He's going to get fouled. They'll have 2 free throws coming up with 16 and a half seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter.
2 free throws right now and look real good for Muskegon Catholic. 4-point lead would be almost insurmountable with 16 seconds.
First free throw is through for Daniel.
Up by 3 now.
They're going to pull McCollum and Kari Campbell off the lane and set up their defense here. Second free throw from Daniel is off the mark. Rebound pulled down by the Titans. Here comes Lyden Mitchelson with it. And as they cross midcourt, they're going to call timeout with 12.2 seconds left here in the fourth quarter of play. We'll take a 60-second break and be back with more here on Country 93.1. Thank you. Oh, yeah.
Before the shot.
What did you do?
I say play it all out. No foul until get a 3-point play off a free throw.
Welcome back. Muskegon Catholic Central leading 60-57. Grand River Prep with the ball. 11.5 seconds left. Crusaders trailed by 13 in this game and have come roaring back here in the fourth quarter.
We'll see what Muskegon Catholic going to do right now. Of course, there's always this age-long strategy here, whether they foul so that the Prep has to go to the line with 2 free throws, or do they play it out and battle them for every shot.
More score clock fun going on here at MCC as the officials are trying to get 15 and a half seconds on the clock. And 60-57, the Crusaders lead by 3. And now the officials are going to have some more conferences.
They're smiling through the pain here.
That's right. It's been an adventure on the scoreboard today, but I think we are ready to go finally. Thomas cuts to inbound this ball. Gets it into Jocks.
Here comes Mitchelson.
Mitchelson on the right wing with the ball. 10 seconds left. Don Daniel is on him. Back for Cuts. Cuts tried to get it over for McKinley Reese. Reese with the ball fake and an air ball with a second and a half left, and it's going to go out of bounds with half a second left. They're going to put a little more time on the clock. MCC will get the ball. They lead by 3, and
not much you can do in 0.5 seconds. Now they're giving them 20 seconds.
Yeah, I'm sure they would take that. Poor court. They're going to have to just have to work on this score clock issue over the Christmas break, I think. We'll see what they stop it with here as the clock ticks down from 20 seconds down to 5. And I think they're going to try and stop it with a second and a half left, 1.6. That looks wonderful. They do. McCollum to inbound this ball for MCC. A long ball in for Kari Campbell. Campbell will hold on, and that'll do it. Muskegon Catholic Central with a big come-from-behind win, 60-57 over the Grand River Prep Titans. And I'm more than excited to see this team in the River Valley Conference from here on out, Coach.
Oh, boy, I tell you, they played a very good ball, and they have nothing to be ashamed of, and they're a pretty dejected group right now as they're shaking hands with Muskegon Catholic. But they played a whale of 3 quarters. I was going to say a whale of a game, but fourth quarter they came out flat. Mitchelson sitting on the bench for about 4 or 5 minutes there, and he had that great third quarter for the Titans, and Muskegon Catholic suddenly just got the momentum going and got some steals and really got themselves under control in that fourth quarter. And
Muskegon Catholic Central with a fantastic come-from-behind victory, 60-57. And Coach Jim Corman alongside me here. Coach, we were looking at this game in the third quarter, and it looked like the Titans were going to blow the roof off this place.
Well, they just played so fantastic. They did so many good things, penetrating to the basket. They kept Catholic off balance in the first half, or really in the third quarter as well, and held Catholic to 8 points in one quarter, which we always think is a determining factor. And then what did they do? They went south with their offense in that fourth quarter, scored 8 points. And who would have thunk that Muskegon Catholic could come back like they did? But we knew that we just figured Muskegon Catholic had the better team. And they finally put it together here in that fourth quarter. But you got to give the Titans from Grand River a lot of credit, because they really played hard, and they had a couple of ninth graders in there. with a sophomore, and they just came up short here in the last quarter and have to go home facing a vacation with a loss. So great team victory for Muskegon Catholic with a lot of people participating in that fourth quarter. It was just a team effort. Free throws for Muskegon Catholic, 18 for 28, 64%. But I think of one guy, not Brent McCallum, but Adam Callow, who came through with 3 big free throws just before he fouled out, and those, all those things, you just think of this, a little bit of momentum here, a little bit of momentum there, a big block shot by Kari, and Kari with all the rebounds that he had for that game. It was just a fantastic thing to just have them stay around, hang around, and then bingo, it's a 60-57 victory.
Now, Coach, did you see any major adjustments that Lamar Jordan made right at the end of the third quarter into the fourth, or was it just something where, Mitchelson went on the bench and Grand River Prep just went cold?
Well, Lamar did do a little full court press there at the end, but I think it's really a matter of transition. He talked about his strength, and what he wanted to do was he wanted to get offensive transition and dominate the glass. That's what he got in the fourth quarter. I think there was a lot of shots that were contested. There was some big block shots. Muskegon Catholic just played very aggressive. They took it to the basket, made their free throws, and their shooting percentage wasn't good at all. 2 for 15 for 13%, 3 points, 34% from the field. But I think it was all of a sudden the Grand River Prep lost their momentum and lost their confidence. And I think one of the big factors, and I'll say it again, you don't want to question too much, but Lyden Mitchelson, for some reason, sat for about 4 to 5 minutes in that fourth quarter after scoring 12 points in the third quarter, was unstoppable and really made some great plays, and then came in and gave a great pass, a bounce pass to I believe O'Toole,
That's correct,
cutting to the basket, and it was just a great pass coming off the bench and giving them one of their few points in that fourth quarter. But it was not to be tonight for the Titans.
And we're going to be joined quickly by Coach Lamar Jordan. And Coach, it had to be a game of low emotion and then high emotion for you with that huge come-from-behind victory. You were down by 13 in the third quarter. What adjustments did you make to get your team going?
Basically, I think that defensively we got after it. I told them that we have to get after it defensively. I believe in that fourth quarter they really turned it up a notch. The first 3 quarters was not great defensively. Our rotations were bad. We're giving up middle penetration, and in the fourth quarter they really buckled down and adjusted to that. And I think we held them. I don't know the point total, but I think we held them fairly low in points in that fourth quarter.
I think it was 24-8 in the fourth quarter, was it not,
yes,
Coach?
24-8. Yeah, just a couple guys going after the ball on the floor. John Daniel just had a great effort there, scrapping for the ball, fighting for the ball. It didn't always go your way in terms of coming up with it, but it kind of set the tone, like you said. Guys, we're going to be giving our bodies right up, and suddenly the spirit just changed. Where the guys got all fired up, you could see their spirit on the floor changing.
Yep, definitely. John Daniels is one of the leaders of our team. Not the biggest guy, but one of the scrappiest kids that I've ever coached. And he hit a big 3 down the end in transition, and that really fired up our team and fired up the crowd.
And it was really balance on your team. I mean, there wasn't one guy that was carrying the load for you. You got contributions from everybody. Even Adam Callow, who was in foul trouble, comes through. He gets fouled on a three-pointer and calmly sinks 3 free throws for you. It was a team effort for you in this game.
Yeah, and I think, like you said, we really have a great team, great fight. We just got to get them to play better defense because these games are going to give me gray hairs.
Oh, boy. Brent McCallum came up big, I think, for you, and he had 6 points in that fourth quarter, and, of course, Kari and him led with 15 points each. Those two guys were your 1-2 punch there.
Yeah, and those are our inside presence guys. It makes the game a lot easier when we can get turnovers, get out and run. And I believe, we really stepped up our defense in the fourth quarter, and that really helped us get out in transition where we could score.
All right, Coach Lamar Jordan, I'll let you get back to it. Enjoy your Christmas break. Best of luck, and we'll see you in the new year.
Okay, you too. Thank you, and I appreciate it.
My name is Matt Chapkus, joined by Coach Jim Gorman. And, Coach, nice 60-57 come from behind victory for Muskegon Catholic. You've had a brief chance to pour over the stats. What's standing out to you in this contest?
Well, the shooting was pretty much the same, 35 to 34%. Muskegon Catholic actually shot less than their rival tonight, and three-point shooting for both teams is just horrendous. 2 for 15 for Muskegon Catholic at 13%, and 3 for 11 at 27% for Grand River Prep. But the second half, it was just downhill for Grand River Prep as far as free throws. They shot very well the first half, you remember. And Muskegon Catholic in the second half shot 64%, 18 for 28. And then Grand River Prep at 8 out of 15 for 53% for the game. And so their free throw shooting in the second half really hurt them. Just to go over the scoring, Thomas Cutts with 7 points. Jocks with 6 points. Mitchelson, their he's just the important key in their offense. Mitchelson had 18 points, and he was phenomenal, as I said, with 12 points in the third quarter to really spark them, and had 0 in the fourth quarter. Camp with 4, O'Toole with 3, Zach James, who played a really fine ball game with 12 points, and 5 points for Rush, 2 points for Reese. And for Muskegon Catholic, it was Jesse Anderson with 3 points, Kari Campbell with 15 points, including 4 for 4 from the free throw line in the second half. Adam Callow with 8 points and 3 for 3 at the free throw line, as we said, fourth quarter to really spark them. It was Todd Hall with 3 points, and John Daniel, who sparked them, I think, with defensively. Just played really hard, aggressive defense all game long, but came up with 6 points and a big three-pointer, if you remember, to put them behind by 2, kind of to spark them, and then he had a 2 and a free throw after that. 7 points for Lamar Jordan III, and he sparked them too, coming off the bench. Brant McCollum just played a steady ball game, 15 points and 6 points in that magical fourth quarter for a tremendous. Catholic going to be talking about this one all year, and this will really give them a spark to think that they can pull out any game. It doesn't matter who they're playing, whether anybody in the River Valley, whatever, to come back like they did. Always think of this game against Grand River Prep and how they came back in the fourth quarter. And anything is possible. Miracles have happened, and it's Christmas.
That's right. Celebrating the Christmas season, Muskegon Catholic's feeling good about things as they head into the Christmas break with a nice 60-57 victory. And, Coach, it always feels good to head off to a break a winner as opposed to, it looked like was going to happen in the third quarter.
Yeah, it's tough to go home for Grand River Prep. They're got some players right now standing around here just feeling bad, and it's just one of those games that got away. And for Muskegon Catholic, I think you can reflect a little bit on what a Christmas gift they got here tonight. It was a giant present called a victory, and to go into vacation smiling, it's just a great thing for Muskegon Catholic.
Crusaders improved to 2-2 on the season. Grand River Prep falls to 2-3. We would be remiss if we did not thank our expert statistician, Mike Natty. Of course, he's in the conversation at the moment, but he's come along with us for a couple games now, and Mike Natty has really done a fine job on statistics for us. Want to thank him. I mean, that's a huge help for us. It gives us some insight on the game.
Oh, it's wonderful. Mike, great job. And then it really gives a little dimension, a different dimension, a third dimension, if you will,
right,
to this game. And we just really enjoy giving this ball game to all our listeners, and I hope everyone have a very Merry Christmas and a wonderful New Year.
Absolutely. That is Coach Jim Gorman. As always, fine job, Coach. I think we're getting better and better with every game, and so I can't complain about that. And I will echo Coach's wishes. Very, very Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and please, everyone, be safe out there. You never know what the weather's going to do or what anything else is going to do. But from all our family here at Country 93.1, a very Merry Christmas. I want to thank John Roberts back in the studio doing a fine job producing for us. He is the program director at Country 93.1. As always, John, thank you for everything you do. For Mike and Coach Jim, my name is Matt Chapkus. Thank you for tuning in. Good night and God bless.